I recently lost my mother on May 14th, 2021. And I'm not going to lie, at 52, I was 52, I made 52 on July 14th. I'm not going to lie to you. Losing my mother fucked me up emotionally to the point where I am a prolific speaker, a prolific writer, a prolific blogger. Of course, I make herbs and oils and butters for medicinal purposes. I literally have been unable to get back into what I do. I truly miss my mother, man. And the weird thing was, one day she was here, and the next day she's gone, and the next week she's in a cremation box. And I have her in my office, and when I go upstairs to my office, I touch the box and I tell my mother that I love her, because I will love her until I transition. And but the main thing about this particular video is I'm coming to a point of what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for a way to cope. And the best way that I can cope is I take a look at nature. And nature is a teacher, the best teacher for a thinking man. We have spring, summer, fall, winter, and then spring again. That tells me, then we have midnight, 1 a.m., all the way to 11 p.m., and then we start over at midnight again. And then every day, we have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we start over with Monday again. Nature is telling me that there is no such thing as death, in the sense that death is final. Death is not final. Death is a transition, a process of life. And so my mother is dead to this world, but she is not dead. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be redistributed. And so my mother is wherever my mother is, and she is fully conscious of who she is. Now, one of the things that I think, though, is, or I ask myself, is she conscious of me and my sisters? Is she conscious of her grandchildren? Is she conscious of her previous life? No, not consciously. Unconsciously, her memories from this life that she just left, the previous life before that, and the hundreds of previous lives before that are encoded in her DNA, encoded in her spiritual DNA, encoded in her mental DNA, encoded in her soul. And what I'm thinking is, just like I'm not aware of my previous life and my previous lives, I know a method that can unlock that encode so that I could see previous lives. And that's why I astral travel. That's why I meditate. That's why I project thought and imagination, because it opens it opens thought. And so I believe that my mother is on a higher plane than this third dimensional plane that we're on right now. And that if she was so inclined, she could tap into previous lives. And in her previous life, she will see me, her son, her only son, who miss her like crazy. Like she is an appendage that I lost. And I'm having this phantom sense of the appendage that's not there anymore. I believe that if I meditate, if I astral project, if I project my consciousness, I could see my mother, and she could see me. But if she is not aware of her psychic abilities, then I would probably scare her, probably. But her being on a higher plane, maybe she wouldn't be afraid. However, when she was in this life, ghosts, dead people, scared her. The dark scared her. It wasn't until she was in hospice that she accepted her her life and accepted her death. But I'm hoping that on the higher plane that she's on now, that she is cognizant or conscious of the previous life, and that she remembers me, and that she remembers my sisters, and she is there with my other sister who transitioned before her. The thing about me and my sisters who also miss my mother is that I am well versed in astral projections. It's important to me. It's one of the things that I do. Even using herbs like ayahuasca, herbs like Mexican dream herb, African dream herb, and a variety of other herbs that allows you to open up your unconsciousness to see the things that are deeper. I am versed in that. And so because of that, I think that my mother is there in another place, living. And I am happy for her. And I am less sad at the loss. But the emotional ties that I had with my mother was so deep, was so strong, so intense, that even now, 2 months later, I am still suffering emotionally. Today, however, I am going to commit to getting back to work, because that is what my mother would want me to do. She would want me to get back to work. She would want me to be strong. She will want me to be a better me. So here I am. And I want to say to those who are listening, if you have lost a relative, a mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, child, brother, sister, friend, and it hurts you, I want to tell you that they are literally in a better place. Literally in a better place. And if you learn astral projection or astral travel, you can see them again. Peace.